Friends, 1114 days of war between Russia and Ukraine. The main turning point today is the full control of Sudzha by the Russian army, and after so called successful talk between the American and Ukrainian representatives in Saudi Arabia. But let us see what is happening in other parts of the war zone. In south, in Zaporizhia region, fight is on in Orikho direction towards Sherbaki, while in Rimivka sector, Russians have taken over Dnipro Energia and advanced in northwesterly direction towards south and western outskirts of Veziloy. In the meantime, Ukrainians too carried out counterattacks with additional reserves towards Burlatskoye, Volnoye Pol, and Novosilka. In adjacent eastern part, Shevchenko area, Russians withdrew from the landings but advanced northern outskirts. In northeast territories, there are several number of turns taking place here. In Kurakhov sector, fight is on in almost all the fronts. However, no changes of territorial positions. In Pokrovsk also severe fight on in the entire front. In left flank, Ukrainians advance in southern part of Udakny. Fight is on in Kotlino, Zverevo and Uspenovka. Russians' offensive operation is on in Peshanoe. In Mirnograd area, Ukrainians advance on Lysovka. In Toretsk, the Russian army carried out counterattacks in the lost position in Toretska mine and created a larger number of grey zone. Similar situation is in the west and southern part of Zabalka. Chasov Yar, more than 50% of the area has been taken over by the Russians. They have advanced in southern outskirts. In Sivers'k, Russians advanced west of Bilohorivka. Coming to northeast Ukraine, Russians have taken over Zagrizhov. This is a gain for them, and advanced on the eastern bank of Oskil River, that is Vorovaya front in Svatovo sector. Further down, they advanced northwest of Ivanivka and captured positions west of Novolyubivka, which is in Svatovo Kreminna direction. They advanced also towards Novi and south of Yampolivka. In Dovorikna area, the Russians' offensive operation continuing in effort to increase their control zone. In north of Kharkiv, heavy cross artillery fire and UAVs operations continuing in both Volchansk and also in Liptsy direction. Coming to Kursk, in Sudzha and adjacent areas, Russians have taken over Kazachia, Lokanya, Parvi Kanyazi, Vitori Kanyazi, Jamutstie, Mirny. And eventually, the entire Sudzha, the only fight or resistance by the Ukrainians are leftover troops in Sudzha underground and in the western outskirts of it. Russians' offensive operation towards Basovka is continuing. Putin has claimed that 86% of occupied Kursk is liberated, and AFU in this process has lost 86,000 troops and 7,000 military equipments. In addition, there are trails of war crimes by the Ukrainian troops in Kursk regions. Heavy interdiction missions continuing from both sides. Russian military hit Druzhba hotel in Krivoy Rog, claiming to have eliminated many French mercenaries. In addition, they have hit targets in Sumy, Kherson, Mykolaiv, Odessa, Khmelnytsky, Dnipro, Zaporizhia, Kiev, Cherkasy, and Ukrainian 77 UAVs were over Bryansk, Kaluga, Kursk, Voronezh, Rostov, Belgorod, Black Sea, and Crimea. Most of them as Russians claim were destroyed by their air defense. As far as 30 days ceasefire is concerned, I have doubt, but let us see what is happening and what comes out. We will come to know this by tomorrow or day after maximum. In the meantime, Polish Deputy Defense Minister has said that deliveries of American military aids to Kiev via Polish have started. Earlier, American National Security Advisor Waltz had reported that they have resumed supply of arms, ammunitions, and intelligence to Ukraine. Zelensky claims that not a single inch will be left to Moscow, including Crimea. Forget about other regions like Donetsk, Lugansk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson. Alongside Zelensky, when Starmer and other European leaders have said that they are very happy whatever has come out from the Saudi Arabia meeting. In the meantime, President of Bosnia and Herzegovina has issued arrest warrant against Milorad Dodik, the president of Republika Srpska. And that's all. See you tomorrow. Thanks.